Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. This is my Sobe. Now we're going to be using our gold copper wire and our red beads for this. So we've done this before in the past, but then again, I'm going to be repeating it again. So now you're going to cut out a length of about 10 inches to 15 inches of your copper wire. And then the next thing you're going to be doing is to insert your beads. These beads are going to be serving as kind of like the seeds, the petals, those petal flowers, they have seeds in between them. So that's what we are basically going to be achieving with the beads. So all I'm doing is put these beads one by one and then stretch out the rest of twist it, then stretch out the rest of the copper wire and add another bead. I will keep on repeating this process until I achieve the desired number of beads that I want to be in my petals. Meanwhile, um, I have I have a video that I've done something similar exactly like this before, but then again, you can go check it out in my channel. So I won't really be saying much. So now at the end of the day, all I wanted was about 7 beats in the middle. So I've already done 3 and I'm still adding more. And I keep on repeating it so that you can watch and understand it. So, guys, it's been a while, and here I am again. And congratulations to me. I just gave birth to my third daughter. So, basically, that's why I've not been around for so long. I've been doing omogo. Anyway, back to the video. So, I ended up getting about 7 beads, and I kept on twisting and twisting and twisting. So this is actually what you want to, achieve. Something looking like this. It doesn't have to be very perfect, but then again, just get something close to this. Next, we're going to be working with our dog feathers, good goose feathers, whichever one it's named in your area. Now, each petals for this one is not going to be so big or so full. So I'm just going to be selecting about 7 what's it called? 7 feathers out of my dog feathers. And I will be cutting it out. Now I'm going to show you guys how I make these petals. Again, I have done this before in the past, but then I tried out something new. At the end of this video, you guys should just put it in comments. Let me know what you think about this new thing I'm trying. So I'm cutting off the edge and I bought these zigzag scissors and I felt it's going to give it a beauty. So I ended up cutting it with the zigzag scissors so that the fringes can be that zigzag like form that we are talking about. So this is what it looks like. So all the 7 feathers, yeah, you'll be cutting and trimming the tip so that it will give you that design. You can still go ahead and use your normal scissors and cut it, or if you like, if you don't want the zigzag, that's okay, that's fine. Now, at the end of the day, after cutting it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to coil the feathers. You really want the feathers to coil a little bit. In the last video, I told you guys that there are 2 ways to coil your feather. One, you can coil it with your flanked ironing machine for hair straightener. Then another way you can also try it is with your scissors. So I'm going to be showing us how to try it the second method. This is the first method. Now the second method is with your scissors. All you need to do is zam and again zam. So you just, drag it and stretch it. It will end up coiling. Let me know what you think. The first method or the second method. Now I'm bringing back this my, seedlings, this petal seedlings that I created. The next thing you're going to be doing is to glue down your feathers all around. Guys, again, we've done this in the past. This is not really the main thing we want to learn, but then again, because of the newbies, we are going ahead to do it again. So we are gluing it down. You can use your hot glue to glue it down, or you can use your shoemaker glue. You can as well use your UHU glue, anyone you prefer. But for me, guys, you already know hot glue is my go-to. So I've gone ahead to put 2 petals, and the next thing is to keep on going on ahead, arranging and adjusting it the way I want. Now I went on ahead to put the fourth petal or the fourth feather or the fourth leaf. So I'm going to be filling up those spaces that I just, touched, and I fill it up with my feathers. So now my flowers are already coming up and it's already looking good and it's already banging, right? Then guys, remember we don't want this to be too full, and we don't want the petals or the leaves or the feathers to be too long as well. So as you're creating it, you keep on adjusting and trimming it off to the size you want. So at the end of the day, this is what mine looks like. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and use your thread and tie all round to hold it firm. Then again, this is optional, it's not a must, provided I'm using my glue. Yeah, anyway, it's not a must because anyway, you keep on watching, you will see why the reason why I said it's not a must, because we're still going to cover it with some other kind of material. So this is what my feathers look like, and I'm keeping it aside. And at the end of the day, I was able to make about five of it, and these are my five lovely petal flowers. What do you think? The zigzag or without the zigzag? Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. So I'm setting them all aside. And next we're working with our Alice band. Yay. How else are we going to put it on our head with that, if not with the Alice band? Then I also got this millinery wire. I got the strong one, not the too light, flexible one. I got the strong one, but such that you can also bend it. At the end of the day, the measurement I have of this is about, let's see, at the end of the day, I used about 4 inches long. I cut them about 4 inches long. I didn't want it so long. So here you're seeing it is about 7 here. But please, guys, don't make the mistake I made, because I ended up cutting it again to reach 4 inches long. So now I'm putting my petals, and with that copper wire left, I am rolling it onto the millinery wire. And after doing that, go ahead and use your hot glue and tag it and hold it firm if you want, okay? So now this is what it looks like, and I'm going to be putting it on the other side too. So now we have 5 flowers that I made. So two for one millinery wire that I cut out, and then the last flower rather is just on one. I didn't want to do too much, or rather, from the picture I saw, that was how it was made. So look at it. I finally cut it to about 3 to 4 inches. So guys, I had to reduce it because it was too wide apart. Now, the next thing I'm doing, I'm positioning it where I want it to be. I actually made a mark there with my glue to, let me know where I positioned it. And as well, you have to bend the millinery wire so that it will curve out a little bit. Guys, any way you want to place it, that's fine. But then I had to curve mine and mark it out where I want it to be. Now, this particular method now, the next thing we are doing is with our 1/2 inch velvet bias in gold. I had to, cut it into two again. Reason why I'm cutting it is because I'm going to use this to cover the millinery wire, and it's quite, too big for it. And this is the smallest size of velvet bias they have in the market. So I had to cut it again, because if you really want to wrap it and make it smooth, you have to have a thin one. So at the end of the day, I was able to cut it, and what I'm doing now is to wrap this velvet bias round the petal flower where that thread is covered, and then cover it very well, have a clean finish there, and as well wrap the millinery wire to cover it and give it a beautiful color and a beautiful design. So guys, just keep watching and you understand what I'm talking about. Now at this point, I am here for the newbies. This is your first time coming to my channel and you're already liking what you're seeing, guys, because tap on that subscribe button. I will not stress it enough. Please, guys, tap on the subscribe button, follow this channel, and you will not miss out. Ask the other guys that are already following me, they will tell you all the juicy, juicy things that I'm dropping here. So, click on that subscribe button, join the family, and I will teach you anything you want to know about millinery. Then do not forget to like, comment, ask your questions. Guys, now I will always respond, okay? So just go ahead and follow for more. Then, guys, at this point, I'm still wrapping and covering the millinery wire because you don't want to see that iron and metal rod. These are the things that we do, and you keep wondering, how is this flower hanging? How is it there? What did they put inside? Why is it? Why are you able to bend it? So these are some of the things you need to get in the market, and it will give you a beautiful, fascinating fascinators. Okay, guys. So we're still in the business of covering and cleaning and having that clean finish. So I'm sorry I'm talking too much, but then again, we're trying to cover it, guys. Now, and I don't want to fast forward it. I want you guys to get it into to every part of it. So I think I'm done covering, and it's looking beautiful. The gold is really making the wine color beautiful. Then again, I'm going back, trying to place it where I marked it to make sure that everything in place. I ended up fixing this other side, but then again, I'm going to be showing you people how I put this beautiful thing on this fascinator. Now, what I did was to glue it down with my hot glue and tack it. But then again, you guys have to see the process so that it won't be like I'm doing ojoro. So now I'm going to be bringing the next um flowers that I made, and all I did was to place it, make sure that it's well placed the way you want it, arrange it properly, mark it down, then add a generous amount of glue on that area where you want to place the dual flowers that you've already made. I'm sorry guys, I don't know what to say. So I put it down there and give it some seconds for it to dry. Once it's dry, all you need to do is tack it with your needle and thread. Just find somewhere and tack it. Now this is what it looks like after tacking it. I had to leave my thread hanging because I still have another one to place and tack. So this is the last and the final one that I'm placing, and I'm making sure that it's in the right position where I want it to be. And I'm still going to repeat the same process. Put your hot glue on there, and then you put it on top the way you want it to be placed. Give it a few seconds, allow it dry, and then the next thing you're going to do is tack it. So this is what it looks like after placing my petals the way I want them to be. Now I'm not going to leave the Alice band just like that. As you guys know, I will always wrap my Alice band to give it that clean finish so that we won't be seeing the thread. So all I'm doing is use my hot glue, place it on the velvet bias, and I wrap it all round. So you're going to wrap it and cover up all the thread that we are seeing and all the black what's it called, Alice band. I have a video of where or how to cover your Alice band. I think about two methods you can use to cover your Alice band. I'll leave a link on the top right corner here, and you can go watch it if you please, and then you'll learn more. So all I'm doing is to wrap and wrap and wrap. So guys, I'll be keeping quiet. I've been talking for about 30 minutes. So I'm just going to be keeping quiet right now, and then you watch. So guys, just go ahead and wrap and cover the rest of the Alice band, and this is the finished look. Just let me know what you think if you like it, and ask your questions. Bye bye, and I'll see you guys in the next video.